Yo Rebels, the month of September has some really good titles coming out for the PlayStation 5. And I was thinking, let's narrow it down to the 5 best titles coming out for the PlayStation 5 this month. The ones that I'm probably going to be picking up, and you'll probably be seeing content about it on this YouTube channel, and then obviously the ones I think you should definitely get because they look bloody amazing, man. So let's go into the list. Starting it off with number 1, and yes, this will be in release date order, we have the most obvious pick, and that's Astro Bot. Now, we all know and love Mr. Astro, so there's not much I can say, but what I can indeed tell you is if you have not played Astro's Playroom, which is free on your PlayStation 5, go do that. I mean, what else were you doing when your games were downloading, when you just got your PlayStation 5? And then afterwards, you'll see why you need to pick this game up, even if it's a full price game. And don't forget, there is a limited edition PS5 controller as well, and I really wish I had the budget for it. At number 2, we have Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Bloody hell, that's a long name. And for some reason, this game has a lot of editions, so I think for now, I'll just stick with the standard edition. This game does remind me of a mix between World War Z and Helldivers 2, but it also looks better than, you know, both of them. Now, I've heard that this is going to have a campaign, which I'm actually very surprised about, because normally, you know, these types of games, they don't do that. But also, it is surprising to me how long the campaign is, clocking in at around the 12-hour mark. And remember, with the multiplayer and the PvE modes that you're definitely going to replay, you can entertain yourself for long in this game and definitely get your money's worth back. At the start, I wasn't that interested in the game, but the more gameplay I started seeing, the more I actually wanted it. At number 3, we have a bloody gem. I love Funko Pops, and we are getting Funko Fusion. Now, the very first thing I need to get off of my chest about Funko Fusion is there is no multi-transactions in this game. Like, what? This game is the one game that I thought would be filled with multi-transactions because, you know, Funko Pops and movie maps could basically be like your skins that you could buy. But no, there's nothing, which is amazing. I mean, just look at the game. You can play in the Back to the Future, Jurassic World, Hot Fuzz, Invincible, and I mean, that's just a few. This is definitely a game everyone needs to pick up, and one that I'm definitely going to pre-order maybe just right now. At number 4, we have Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. They should have just called it Dead Rising Remake, because that's what it looks like. It looks like they've remade the entire game. This game is surprisingly cheap as well, or at least the standard edition is. Now, this game really depends on if you like zombies or not, because they're everywhere. Like, literally everywhere you go, there's zombies. I love zombies, that's why it's on my list, and I certainly know I can spend hours, I mean hours, just killing zombies with all the different types of weapons, like the shopping cart, the hammers, all the different types of weapons in this mall, killing all the zombies. I'm very excited for this one, and I'm probably going to pre-order it as well. And then lastly for the month, we have Epic Mickey Rebrushed. The reason this one's on my list is because I feel like we don't get a lot of these, how can I say it, Nintendo Mario type games on the PlayStation 5. I feel like this is a game that can potentially be very fun because it has boss fights, it has platforming, and then, you know, just your normal enemies that are around and about. I mean, it's Mickey Mouse. I'm honestly quite surprised we don't see him more often in video games. Definitely a game I think could be amazing and one you should keep your eye on. And that was the 5 games I think is amazing that's coming out in this month of September on the PlayStation 5. Do you agree with my list? Do you think there's games that I missed out that could potentially be really great? Or is this just a top tier list? Because I really think it is, obviously. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like. Thank you for watching, and GG Gamers.